And so diversification, let me give you some areas where diversification should be thought about in ways that I don't think people talk about enough, and I think it's very costly for people economically. Number one, if you when you choose who to date, who to marry, whatever, if you pick somebody that can bring something economic to the table, that's a form of diversification. Why? If I lose my income, my wife has income, we can find a way to survive. If you have a family and everybody in the family is pulling their money together and everybody's making money some different kind of way, that's another form of diversification. Saving your money, having savings is important. That's why I tell you to pay yourself first. That's a type of diversification. It protects you in case you have an economic shock or one of those black swan events I talked about. What else? If you're invested in the stock market over here, real estate over here, you got your business going over there, you got your job pulling income over here, you got your side hustle over here, right? Then you've got multiple streams of income, which protect you in case one of the streams ends up going bad. So really, one of the things that's really interesting about Black people is that on average, Black people tend to be very what they call risk averse. We are conservative people. We're not necessarily Republican. A lot of y'all are Democrats, some of y'all are Republicans, some of y'all are independent. I respect all of that, but we're conservative. We don't do like some of that crazy stuff white folks do. We look at it like, how are you gonna get killed? How are you gonna go out and get eaten by a shark? White people don't get eaten by sharks. We don't. Wait, you fell off Mount Everest? Why were you up there in the first place? That's kind of how a lot of us think. Not to say that you shouldn't go swim with the sharks or climb Mount Everest. You should do whatever you want to do, but y'all know how we are, right? We're not really big on the crazy stuff. Or like at the office party. Anybody grow up like with your grandma and your mama told you like if you get a job and everybody gets drunk at the office party, you better not do that. You can't do what they're doing, right? That was how I was raised, right? I was raised to just kind of know you got to be careful because you're Black and they're not. And don't forget that you're Black. Some people forget. Some people say, I'm not Black, I'm OJ. And then next thing you know, they get cooked. And people are like, see, we told you, we warned you, right? So the point is that we are naturally risk averse. We are naturally conservative, which is a good thing. That's something you can build off that. Being conservative is a beautiful principle for building wealth. Warren Buffett, one of the greatest wealth builders in history, is very conservative. You're not going to see Warren Buffett chasing waterfalls. Warren Buffett doesn't chase, fads and trends financially. Warren Buffett was a very conservative. He's always been a very conservative investor. So because conservation protects what you have. Do you understand? So you can build off that. We can become the greatest wealth builders on the planet. We just have to use our conservative nature in an appropriate way. And we have to understand when we're really at risk.